video lecture, I will discuss with you the various aspects of chapter number 4. The title of the chapter is Management Information System. As you can see here, there are three keywords in the title of the chapter. The first keyword is management. Management means planning, organizing, commanding, coordinating, and controlling. In fact, planning, organizing, commanding, coordinating, and controlling are the functions of management. A manager has to manage means he has to plan the activities of his department which he is leading. He has to organize the structure of his department. He has to direct or instruct or command the employees working under him in his department. He has to coordinate the efforts of his employees or the various activities which are being carried out in his department, and he has to also control the activities of his department. If he find anything as a wrong, then he should bring that activity on the right track. So management refers to planning, organizing, commanding, coordinating, and controlling. The second keyword is here information. Information means facts or learned about something or someone. And the third keyword is system. A system refers to a set of things working together as a parts of a mechanism or an interconnecting network, a complex whole. As in this picture, you can see here a people. Here you can see a group of three people. Here you can see a computer and other instrument, and all these things are interconnected with each other, and it is a complex system. So, on the basis of these three words, I could say that a management information system means a system in which there are interrelated uh, things, and these interrelated things provides information to the management. So, in short, management information system is a system meant for management and it provides information to the management. Let's discuss in detail the meaning of management information system. Point number one, information systems are the foundation for conducting business today. Point number two, information systems have become essential today to operate in a global economy. Point number three, in many industries, survival and even existence are difficult without extensive use of information technology. Point number four, modern businesses can't survive for long without using some sort of MIS to manage massive amounts of data. Here, MIS is an acronym of Management Information System. Point number five, today businesses use information technology to achieve their primary and secondary objective, mainly profit maximization, business expansion, competitive advantages, operational excellence, healthy relations with the suppliers, customers, and worker unions. And point number six, this system stands for providing the right information at the right place to the right person in the right form at the right time and in the right cost. Okay, I'll revise all these points one more time. Now, as of now, you have understood what management refers to. The five functions of management, that is planning, organizing, commanding, coordinating, and controlling. A manager has to plan the different activities carried out in his department. He has to organize the structure of his department. He has to command. He has to lead all the employees working under his leadership. At the same time, he has to coordinate their efforts, and at the same time he should keep a check on the activities being carried out by the employees of the organization, and if necessary he should uh, bring all those activities on a right track if they are running on a negative track or incorrect track. Now management need information. In fact, in our life we took so many decisions, and we took decisions on the basis of information which we have. For example, suppose you want to go to Goa, and you are a rich person, and you are having certain alternatives that you can go by bus, you can go by train, you can go by flight. Now, as you know, you can go by train, you can go by flight, you can go by bus. It is the information available to you. Now you are having here three options. Now you are choosing one of them. It means you are taking decisions. It means for taking decision, management needs information. because management has to plan. While planning, it has to manager has to take a decision. A manager has to organize. While organizing, he has to take a decision. A manager has to coordinate. While coordinating, he has to take a decision. Manager has to control the activities. While controlling the activities, he has to take a decision. And for taking decision, management or manager should have a right information, and that right information is provided by the management information system, that is MIS. MIS is an acronym of Management Information System. I want to draw your attention on point number 5th. That is, today businesses use information technology to achieve their primary and secondary objectives, mainly profit maximization, business expansion, competitive advantages, operational excellence, healthy relations with suppliers and customers, and worker unions, etc. See, as we all know, the primary motto of all companies is to earn maximum profit, and they can have maximum profit by selling extra quantities or by expanding their business, or having a ideal marketing strategy, and they have to keep best relations with their customers and suppliers and worker unions, and for that they need information, and the information is provided by management information system. Right now we are living in a world of a global economy. We are living in a global economy, and in the global economy, company can sell their product at any country, in fact at any village of any country, and at the same time they are competing not only with their indigenous companies but also global company. And in order to compete with the global company, management need information. Management is information hungry. So means someone has said, information is the god. It is like a god for any company. Without information, it cannot survive for a longer run. So, in short, management information system is the system which provide right information at the right place to the right person in the right form at the right time and in the right cost to all the managers at all levels, and they provide that information. uh, the purpose is providing that information to enable the manager to make timely decisions. So that is the meaning of management information system. So I have here few more points. I would like to discuss with you all those with you. An information system can be defined technically as a set of interrelated components. As a set of interrelated components. See, system is a interrelated component. There are interrelated component, and that interrelated component is a part of a system, and that interrelated component collect. Now what does it collect? It collect information, and then it is stored. Information is stored in computer or in hard disk or in pen drive, and that information is processed. And after processing that information, means after processing the data actually, it is distributed in the form of information to the managers to support decision making and control. So on the basis of this thing, we could say that management information system can be defined technically as a set of interrelated components. So there are certain interrelated components in management information system, and those components collect the data. Now it is that data is stored and that data is processed, and after processing that data, useful information is distributed among the managers to support decision making and control. So that is info management information system. Point number 2, it is an organized combination of people, hardware, software, communication network, and data resources that collect, transforms, store, and disseminate information in an organization. Now, here I had told you management information system as a set of interrelated components, and that set of interrelated components collect data. Then that data is stored, and then that data is processed, and after that information is distributed among the manager. So what are those interrelated components? Those interrelated components are nothing but people, hardware, software, communication network, and data resources. Now, here let me tell you, people are those who collect the data. People are those who store the data in different in a hard disk or in pen drive, and hardware software are those which are useful in collecting data, in storing data, and in processing also. And communication network are those channels through which information is provided. from MIS system to the managers, and data resources are those resources from where data is collected. Therefore, management information system, with the help of people, hardware, software, combination network, and data resources, collect data. Then that data is transformed into information, means processed into information. Then data and information are stored in hardwares, in different hardware, means hard disk or pen drive. And after that, with the help of that hardware software again, data is distributed, huh? Or information is distributed in an organization to the managers. Okay, next point I would like to discuss with you is MIS, being an information system, makes use of available resources to provide managers at all levels in all functions appropriate information in a prescribed manner from all relevant sources to enable them to make a timely and effective decisions for planning, organizing, directing, coordinating, and controlling, and for all other activities for which they are responsible. Now, I will discuss with you this point one more time. See, MIS, being information system, what does it do? It makes use of available resources, and it provides managers at all levels. See, there are different levels of management or managers: high level managers, middle level managers, low level managers. And they all managers are working in different functions, means a sales manager of sales function, and the sales department, and sales department function is sales. Or purchase manager, he is of purchase department, and the function of purchase department is purchases. And the information is provided in prescribed manner, means the way information is demanded by the manager, in the same manner information is provided by the management information system. And from all relevant sources, there are different relevant sources of information. I will explain you that part in later. And what is the purpose of providing that information? Because MIS wants to enable the manager to make timely and effective decisions for their department's planning, for their department's organizing, for their department's directing, and for their department's coordinating, and for their department's controlling. In short, I could say that MIS, being a management information system, assists managers of all departments uh, in making timely and effective decisions for their planning, organizing, directing, coordinating, and controlling. See, these are the functions of the managers, and in order to discharge their duties, no, management information system provides information to the managers, because at the time of planning they have to take decisions. At a time of organizing, a manager has to take a decision. For directing, coordinating, controlling, in order to discharge this function, a manager has to take a decision. And for taking decision, information is needed, and management information system provides that information. Okay, next, now last point I think. And in addition to this, it may also help managers and workers to analyze problems, visualize complex subjects, and create new products. See, manager, with the help of information, they can analyze the problem. They can evaluate the problem. They can find the causes of the problem, and after finding out the causes of the problem, they can take corrective action. And they can also visualize complex subjects. Now it can also help managers in creating new products. Now how? Because management information system collects information from the customer, means what the customers want, what are their likings, what they want from the company, what modification they are seeking in the product, and according to their liking, company come with a new product. So customer choices can be informed by management information system to managers. Okay, now let's discuss the components of management information system. I have already told you, in management information system means what? Interrelated components. System means what? Interrelated components. And I have already told you there are 5 interrelated components. What are those? The first is people, second is data sources, third is business procedures, fourth is hardware and software, fifth is data communication channels. Now let's discuss all these components one by one. But before that, let me remind you one more time. In management information system, these interrelated components collect data, process that data, Then after processing, data along with information is stored, and when a management needs information, that information is retrieved from the hard disk and with the help of hardware and software and provided through data communication channels. Means information is provided through data communication channels to the managers, and with the help of that information, management takes decisions. Let's discuss now all these components one by one in detail. Now the first component is people. Now here meaning of people means what? The employees, including the managers of the company, including its directors also, CEO, right from CEO to worker. All the people are a part of this management information system, right from CEO to worker. Now, point number one, it is the only living component of MIS which operate and control all other components of MIS. Now see, among the five components of MIS means among the five elements of MIS, people is the only element or component which is live and which operate and control all other components of MIS. I'll go back. See, these people, these component control and operate the remaining components. People control and operate remaining components of MIS. Now, second point is people enter. What does people enter? People enter data in hardware. Hardware means what? Computers, hard disk. And then people also analyze the data, and people also interpret the data so that useful information and relevant information is produced and provided to the managers for decision making. So people, being a component of MIS, collect data, enter that data into system, then they process that data, they convert that data into useful information, and then that useful information with the help of communication channel is provided to managers for their decision making. Point number two, data sources. Now see here, you can see here social networking sites, financial data, multimedia data, data from ERP system, Internet of Things, mobile apps, and data. Actually, data sources are those destination or places from where data is collected. From where data is collected. So data is collected from relevant sources like social networking sites, Facebook, Facebook is there, Twitter is there, LinkedIn is there. There are n number of social sites. Now ERP system. From ERP system also like SAP, then Tally. From ERP system, actually MIS is a ERP system. ERP is data is collected. Now data is also collected through conducting surveys. Means you can go in customer and you can ask them what do you like, and then please rate our product. What modification would you seek in our product, or what do you want? So you can make a survey and you can collect a data. In short, data sources are those places from where data is collected for further analysis to derive useful information. Okay, the next component is business procedure. Now it is interesting and important. Now procedure put in place. Now what is the need of putting procedure in a place? Point number one, how to record. Two, how to store and how to analyze data. How to record, how to store, and how to analyze data. Now see, here you can see the level CEO, then this is top level managers, middle level managers, and lower level managers. Now, each and every employee records certain kind of data and store that data in certain system and analyze that data. So, but the procedures, there are different procedures for recording, storing, and analyzing data. For example, let's say in a sales department, a particular person has a right of recording sales transaction. So he'll be recording only sales transaction, and the procedure he should follow for recording sales transaction will vary from the procedure followed by a purchase manager for recording purchase transactions. So there is a different procedure. So the procedures are different. So all those procedures are properly defined and tutored. Here means taught to the person responsible for recording such a kind of transaction or data. Next component is hardware and software. Now you can see here computer. See, these are Windows 10 is basically software, MS Word, and here you can see keyboard and mouse and CPU and printer and fax machine. All these are means these the hardware and software. There is a difference between hardware and software. Uh, and what is the use of but hardware and software? The hardware usually consists of computers and physical devices like servers, workstations, networking equipment, and printers. Means computer, printer, means CPU, mouse, then mic, and everything means hardware. That is hardware. And on the other hand, software consists of programs of computers like MS Word, PPT, PowerPoint presentation, MS Excel, these are programs, or Google Form are there, Google Docs is there, there are Excel is there. These are programs used to handle the data. These include programs such as spreadsheet programs, database software, etc. And these hardware and software are used. Actually, see, uh, who is going to collect the data? Hardware. And where data will be stored in hardware, and how will it be stored with the help of software, and how will be the data processed with the help of software, and what is the role of hardware and software? Collecting data, storing that data, mean hard disk stores data and information will be stored, and then data will be processed with the help of software. For example, in Excel sheet or in a PPT, we prepare chart, we prepare table, huh? um, we prepare different diagrams, so data is converted into information with the help of software. And one more important thing is that data can be retrieved at any time, can be retrieved at any time from the from the computer. That is, it is stored in software, and with the sorry, it is stored in hardware, that is that hard disk, and it can be recovered from the software by giving different commands. And after having that information, it will be communicated to managers with the help of data channels. This is the last component of management information system. It is data communication channels. In this image, you can see here a mobile phone, a fax machine is here, voice conferencing. Then here you can see a phone to phone. There are different channels actually. Let's discuss in detail all these things. Data and information may be communicated orally. See, data information may be communicated orally means what? With the help of mobile phone, or social meeting site like Zoom app is there, or the GeoMeet is there, Microsoft Team is there, or in the form of the written report through different channels like phone, SMS, mail, letter, etc. In short, data and information is provided to managers with the help of your hardware, and the information may go orally. Then the hardwares are like with the help of hardwares like mobile phone, telephone, and information may go through with the help of certain sites like Gmail, email, or certain channels like for SMS, mail, letter, etc. Now let's discuss in detail the features of management information system. Actually, while discussing the meaning of management information system, we have covered all the features, but we will just go through one by one. Point number one, it is a set of integrated system or integrated components or organized combination of people, data sources, business procedures, hardware, software, and data communication channels. So management information system is a package of people, data sources, business procedures, hardware, software, data communication channels. And with the use of these interrelated combination, information is data is collected, then it is stored in the system, then it is processed, then again information is stored in the system, then whenever information is demanded by the management, it is provided through data communication channels or information communication channels. Point number two, it is management oriented as it is implemented after keeping in a view management needs and the overall objectives of management. See, the overall objectives of management is to earn profits, max to max profits, and for the profit they have to they need up to date and correct information, and MIS provides them that information. That's why it is management oriented. It is meant for management. It serves management. Point number three, it is computer based information system. See, definitely natural it is computer based information system. See, with the help of computer means with the help of computer means data is collected, stored and processed, and with the help of computer, data is also your information is also passed. Means you can just google or you can just email that information to whomever or whoever has asked for it. So it is computer based information system. Point number four, it is a system based on the database of the organization evolved to provide information to the people in the organization. See, data is stored in database, and then and with the help of that data, information is means from that data information is generated and then it is provided as a information to the people by the people in the organization. Okay. Now next is these systems collect data, means this combination of people, data sources, business procedure, hardware, software, data communication channels. Means people collects data from data sources. People collect data from data sources. Then people process that data with the help of software, hardware. With the help of hardware, software by following the business procedures into information. Means people collect data from the data sources. Then they process that data as per the prescribed business procedure and with the help of hardware software into information. Then they again store that data and information in hardware means what, hard disk. That information is retrieved with the help of software and from hardware with the help of software from hardware, and that information is then communicated with the help of data communication channels to the managers and workers in an appropriate form. When I say in an appropriate form means in the format demanded by the managers through communication channels. So through these communication channels. Okay. Now next is MIS tools move data and manage information. See, in MIS data is moved or data is managed and information is generated. It is a dynamic and flexible concept in which changes can be made as per the changes in the operation of business and business environment. See, these business procedures are a subject matter of changes, and as it is a computer based system, as per the latest innovation, various changes can be made. That's why it is flexible concept. Now let's discuss in detail the objectives of information system management information system. Now as of now, you know that management information system is meant for management and it provides information. Actually, it is there in the business to provide the information. So ultimate motto of management information system is what? To provide information to the manager to make right decision. So let's discuss in detail all the objectives. Point number one, to give report to give oblique report information for improved decision making by providing up to date accurate data or information on variety of organizational assets. See, there are different departments in a company, and of those departments working related information or reports can be generated by management information system, and that report would be up to date. Means it is definitely up to date provided the data entered by the peoples are correct. Point number two, to give managers feedback about their performance. It can give feedback to the managers about their performance. How? See, let's say the sales manager's function is to make a sales, and we know that in last year, I'm just saying, giving you one example. You just assume that you are running a particular company, you are having a particular manager in your company, and he is your sales manager, and the management information system has provided you the sales figures of previous year. Let's say that is 10 lakhs rupees, and the sales figures of the current year, let's say that is 12 lakh rupees. So you could say that the performance of sales manager is better, and at the same time the sales manager can find out his performance, and he can also review his own performance with by comparing the previous year report with the current year report, and MIS provide report. to provide reports giving information about the cost of idle time, labor turnover, wastages, losses, unused capacity, which will enable management to control cost. Now, see, every management motto is to earn maximum profit, and they can earn maximum profit by increasing their sales or by cutting their cost. And here, MIS provides various reports to management by which they can cut their costs. It provides a report of idle time, the labor turnover, wastages, losses of material, their unused capacity. And after knowing all those reports, means the lacunas, where their cost is, where their cost has been increasing, they can find out the causes and they can cut the causes by taking appropriate action. Next point, to give reports about the performance of main material, machine, money, and management. Here, management means the different levels of management. Here, with refer to main material, machine, and money, different reports are generated by MIS, and all these reports are made available to management to point out strengths and weaknesses and to take advantages of strong points and take remedial actions to remove weaknesses. The report shows the strong points of companies and the weak points of companies. To report important statistical facts department wise, for example, report on production statistics regarding rejection, defective and spoilage, and their effect on cost and quality of the products and allocation of resources as per product demand. In short, there are different departments in a company like sales department, purchase department, human resource department, research and development department, finance department, and of about the performance of all these departments. I mean to say, the various reports are generated which shows the efficiency of all these departments and the effect of all these departments efficiency on the cost and profits, and all these types of reports are generated by MIS. Now let's discuss the advantages. See, you can simply convert the objectives of MIS into advantages of MIS. You have to just remove one word, to. Look one more. See, to report now, instead of writing here to report, just write down it reports. So that's how you can have the advantages of management information system from the objectives of management information system. But still, let's discuss. I have already discussed with you, but let's discuss one more time. It plays a role of information generation, communication, problem and strength identification, and helps in the process of decision making by disseminating information to managers at all levels in all departments that you know now. MIS makes arrangement for data management. Yes, it manages data. It helps managers to analyze problems, visualize complex subjects, bring innovation, and create new products. MIS plays a critical role in increasing productivity, efficiency, profitability. It provides a foundation for new products, services, and different ways of conducting business. I would like to discuss this point. I think I already discussed with you how does MIS helps in identifying or in creating new products. See, the new products are launched as per the demand of the customers, and MIS collects that information, means customer related data, uh, from a particular management information system, and on the basis of that data, company can modify their existing products or create new product and their services. Huh? Next, it helps manage, or in short, I would like to discuss that part. How different ways of conducting business as of now, as far as this current situation is concerned. Right now, we are going through the pandemic of COVID-19. Now, in that situation, various company, from the point of view of various company, I could say that they cannot sell their product to their customer from one to one. So they are taking now. Why can't they sell their product to their customer one to one? Because of this COVID-19 situation, where people are sitting in their home. So at the same time, so MIS tells the management that people are not coming out of their home. So in order to sell our product to them, we should have to think of other option. Why not we are going online? So different ways of conducting business. So MIS is suggesting management you go online and you sell your product online. So that is the advantage of management information system. Now, it helps managers in discharging their duties and responsibilities as they can plan, organize, they can command, they can coordinate their activities, means department's activities, they can control their activities by making precise decisions based on factual information received from MIS. In short, manager can discharge his management function with the help of MIS. It removes the lack of knowledge situation among managers, enriches the experience, and improves analytical abilities, leading to better business decisions and judgment. Actually, MIS gives a report in such a manner which enables the management to think beyond the boundaries, and their analytical abilities are enhanced, and they can take a better decision, and they can judge the situation um, more fairly, or in a better way. It produces regular reports on operation for every level of management in your company. See, there are different levels of management, and of every level of management reports can be generated through MIS. MIS produce data driven reports that help businesses make the right decision at the right time. It provides reports on revenue generation, cost of production, and running business, employees' performance record, customer feedback, and data, etc. MIS can help a company to gain a competitive advantages over other business. See, information is the world today. Information is the world today. If you have the information, then you can be a one step ahead of your competitor company. MIS can help in practicing decentralization and management by objective techniques. Now, just keep that word in mind, management by objective or management by exception. I will discuss with you this point in detail while discussing with you the different reports which are generated by management information system. Now, let's discuss in detail what are the challenges before management information system. Now, let's say you are running a particular company, let's say limited A Limited, and you want to install that management information system. Then, what do you need for that? What would you need for the installation of management information system? And that could be the challenges of management information system. Point number one, the first challenge is in the cost of equipment. See, you will need, if you want to install management information system, you will need computer, you will need printers, you will need interconnecting cables, and fax machine, and etc., and internet, and etc., etc., etc. And for that, the equipment could be a, and its cost could be a challenge. Means big company can go through this problem very easily, but for a small company, the cost could be a challenge. Training of the workforce can also become a problem when applying management information system in a company. Now, when a company install management information system, it should train its employees. Otherwise, because employee being a only live component of management information system, he has to enter the data in the system, he has to process that data, he has to retrieve that data whenever it is required, and for that, and he has to enter that data, process that data, or retrieve that data as per the procedure set in the company. So for that, training of workforce is essential, and it could be a challenge. Point number 3, there is also a need for trained personnel to keep the system in a good working order at all times. Now, you know that management information system is a system of hardware and software, and those hardware and software needs continuous repairing, maintenance, and updation. So there is a need of a trained personnel who will look after all those things. Point number 4, many companies end up purchasing systems that lack the feature they need most. See, all the companies know the advantages of management information system, and they know that without management system they cannot survive in the competition. In fact, any organization that does not use MIS simply will not exist for long, and they know MIS makes business better. That's why they opt for management information system, and sometimes they may opt for such a system which lack the feature which they want most, and it is quite possible. Point number five, management information system will result in the loss of employment for some employees in a company. Now, I would like to discuss with you the installation procedure of management information system in a company. Actually, management information system is developed and designed after keeping into consideration the organizational fabric, nature of the business, and the degree of managerial control desired in a company. Let's discuss the installation procedure step by step. Step number one is know needs first. But before describing you this step, I would like to tell you one thing which we all practice in our daily life. See, when we buy grocery, actually we buy only those grocery which is not available in adequate quantity at home. And when we prepare a list, we make sure that all those groceries are a part of a list which is not available in a right quantity at home. So no needs first means what? This is the first step towards getting an effective system. Before even start looking for a vendor, it's important to first ensure that what type of system required for the company. Make a list of requirements in MIS. It will be useful not only in searching appropriate system but also while dealing with the vendors. In short, all the companies should know what kind of management information system they want. They should prepare a list of their requirement and they should find out a system in a market which suits to the requirement of a company. So this is the first point in the installation procedure of management information system. Second point is that evaluate several vendors. Here, after knowing what kind of system required, it's time to talk to several vendors in the market. Find out about their cost for the system and any additional benefit that will be available from them. Some of the things to look out for include support, installation, updates, and training of employees on how to use the system. The vendor to choose is the one who offers the system that you need and at the same time one who will give the best after sale service to ensure an easy time using this system. Choose a system that is acceptable, adaptable to changes. Now, in short, after finding out what you want in the MIS, go and hunt the vendors and find that the vendor who is ready to give you the best system at a best price and and with the best services. Now, point number three is train employees well. Don't assume that employees will figure out how to use the system once it is in place. Remember, the quality of the decision made by management from using the MIS will be determined to a large extent by the data that has been captured by employees. This means that it is necessary to put all the needed measures in place to ensure that these employees do a good job. Now, means after knowing what you want, search the vendor and have the right system, and after having the right system, train your employees. Now, point number four, invest in reliable devices across the company. Investing in enough devices improves the accessibility of the system. This ensures that more data is tracked and as a result, more of it is accessible to management. Better accessibility also reduces the time taken for data to be entered in the system and as a result making it available faster, uh, acquire required hardware if needed. See, sometimes now in management information system there are hardware, it is all about hardware and software. If you are not having enough hardware, then have more hardware, and for that company need to invest in reliable devices. Point number five, get a system that only has the features that the company need. Instead of investing in a complicated system that is expensive to run and tracks large volumes of data that company don't need, go for something that addresses the immediate needs of the company's management. This way, the company will not have to pay too much for the system, and at the same time, there will be no need to take the workforce through a complicated and unnecessary training processes. Chances of errors arising in the use of the system will be less since the features and function will be easy to understand. So in short, there are n number of systems, but as per the company's need have a system. Installation and testing of the entire system is the next step. After successful installation of MIS, tests should be performed following the test specification and procedures. If at anywhere desired results are not achieved or problems faced, you need to contact your vendor. Now, the last step is evaluating the MIS. The evaluation should be done for each step of the system. It should be made by the employees as well as the designers for adapting changes in the business environment. Now, the next point is types of MIS reports. Means what type of reports are generated by MIS system. Let's discuss in detail. At their core, management information system exists to store data and create reports that business pros can use to analyze and make decisions. There are basically four kinds of reports. First report is scheduled reports. These reports are regularly generated daily, weekly, or monthly. Next is demand reports. These are prepared as per the manager's request. If manager insists for a particular report, then MIS provide that report. May give and take type. Give the command, take the report. Key indicator reports. These reports present a summary of previous day's critical activities, typically available at the beginning of each day. Means last day's stats, means last day's stats are provided at the beginning of next day. 4. Exception reports, automatically produced when the situation is unusual or requires management action. I had told you to remember or to keep in mind two important principles of management, that is management by exception and management by principle by objectives. When there are certain situations which are not usually controllable by middle level manager or lower level manager, and which requires top level management's direct attention, then these types of reports are automatically produced when the situation is unusual or requires management action. Now finally, I have few here types of management information system. And management information system is a broad term that incorporates many specialized systems. Actually, there are different types of management information system. I would like to discuss with you few of them. The first is Executive Information System (EIS). EIS actually is an acronym of Executive Information System. As for the first keyword, you could say that this system is used by senior management. Means it is being made for senior managers, and senior management use an EIS to make decisions that affect the entire organization. Executives need high level data with the ability to drill down as necessary. So this system is installed to provide information to senior level managers. Next is marketing information system. Now, marketing, you know what is marketing. So this system is useful to marketing teams, and marketing teams use MKIS to report on the effectiveness of past and current campaigns and use the lessons learned to plan future campaigns. Next is BIS, Business Intelligence System. Operations use a BIS to make business decisions based on the collection, integration, and analysis of the collected data and information. This system is similar to EIS, but both lower level managers and executives use it. Relationship Management System (CRM). A CRM system stores key information about customers, including previous sales, contact information, and sales opportunities. Marketing, customer service, sales, and business development teams can use relationship management system. Next is Salesforce Automation System (SFA), a specialized component of a CRM system that automates many tasks that a sales team performs. It can include contact management, lead tracking and generation, and order management. Next is transactions processing system (TPS), and MIS that completes a sales and manages related details. On a basic level, a TPS could be a point of sale (POS) system, or a system that allows the traveler to search for a hotel and include room options such as price range, the type and number of beds, or a swimming pool, and then select and book it. Employees can use the data created to report on usage trends and track sales over time. Next is knowledge management system (KMS). Customer service can use a KM system to answer questions and troubleshoot problems. Financial accounting system (FAS). This MIS is specific to departments dealing with finances and accounting such as accounts payable (AP) and accounts receivable (AR). Human Resource Management System (HRMS). This system tracks employee performance records and payroll data. Supply Chain Management System (SCM). Manufacturing companies use SCM to track the flow of resources, materials, and services from purchase until final products are shipped. Thank you so much.